Most businesses look at customer reviews as just another task to check off the list. You read it, you reply, you move on. But that's kind of like using a treasure map just to check for typos. The real gold isn't in the response itself. It's in the clues that feedback gives you. So today we're going to talk about how to stop just managing reviews and start using them to build a fundamentally better business.
So think about your own process for a second. A new review pops up, you write up a really professional, thoughtful response, and you hit post. So, what happens next? For most businesses, the honest answer is nothing, right? The notification is cleared, the job is done, but is it really?
And right there, that's the thing. Treating that post button as the finish line is probably the single biggest missed opportunity in this whole game. The real work, the part that actually improves your business and stops the next bad review from ever happening, that's just getting started.
Look, a public response is layer one. It's absolutely crucial for managing how people see you. But if that's all you do, you're basically just patching up the same little crack in the wall over and over and over again, without ever fixing the shaky foundation that's causing the crack in the first place.
It all boils down to the difference between managing perception and actually changing reality. Just replying, that's all about perception. It shows you're listening, which is good, but combining that reply with real internal improvement, well, that's about changing the reality that caused the feedback. And that's how you build real long-term value.
This is where the whole mindset has to shift. The real work isn't in crafting the perfect reply. It's in the questions you start asking after you post it. Questions like, okay, why did this actually happen? Is this just a one-off thing, or is this a pattern I'm seeing? What part of our process is actually broken here? And the big one, what are we going to change so this stops happening? See, that's how review management turns into genuine business improvement.
And that leads us to a really key idea: learning how to tell the difference between noise and a signal. A single, random comment? That might just be noise. But a pattern, when you see the same kind of feedback popping up again and again, oh, that's a signal. That's your customers literally telling you exactly where the problem is.
And these signals, a lot of the time, they're hiding in plain sight. I mean, imagine a coffee shop that keeps getting reviews about how long the wait is in the morning. That's not just a couple of impatient people. No way. That's a direct signal to look at the workflow behind the counter. Every one of those comments isn't just one person's opinion. It's a clue pointing to an issue that's probably bugging a whole lot of other customers who just didn't bother to write a review.
This is the magic trick, right here. This is the translation process. You take an emotional customer complaint, like the service was all over the place, and you turn it into a logical operational question. Okay, what part of our team's training isn't working? That simple little shift is what turns customer frustration into fuel for actually making things better. Now, here's the thing. These insights can't just live in a spreadsheet on some manager's computer. Their real power gets unlocked when they're shared with everybody. Reviews have to become a core tool for your entire team, something you use in daily huddles, in training, everywhere.
Think of it this way. A public reply is kind of like putting a Band-Aid on the problem. It covers it up for everyone to see. But using that same feedback internally to fix the real issue, that's like actually healing the wound. One just manages the appearance, the other makes the whole business stronger. So, when you bring this feedback to your team, you can use the negative stuff so constructively. You're not there to point fingers or play the blame game. You're there to ask, hey guys, what patterns are we all seeing here? What are the little annoying things that keep popping up? Where do we feel like we're not at our best? This turns criticism into a shared roadmap for getting better.
And hey, this isn't just about fixing what's broken. Positive feedback is your blueprint for what's working. When customers rave about how friendly your team is, that's not just a nice compliment, it's a data point. It's telling you what your secret sauce is, the very thing you need to protect, reinforce, and figure out how to bottle up and use everywhere else. So all of this leads to a really powerful idea, the improvement cycle. This is where you can physically see how fixing the nuts and bolts of your business directly leads to a better public reputation. It becomes a true virtuous cycle. And here's how that cycle works, and it just keeps gaining momentum. Step 1. Reviews give you insight. Step 2. You use that insight to improve your operations. Step 3. Those improvements make the customer experience better. And step 4. A better experience naturally leads to stronger, more positive reviews, which, guess what, gives you even more insight. The whole system just feeds itself and gets stronger and stronger. Which brings us to what might be the single most important takeaway of this whole conversation. At the end of the day, the best, most sustainable way to improve your reputation isn't just to get better at writing replies.
It's to improve the reality of the experience that's creating those reviews in the first place.
And when you really get this right, you elevate review management from being just some marketing task into a core driver of your entire business strategy. This is where customer feedback stops being a chore and starts telling you exactly how to grow.
In fact, let's give this a name. Let's call it operational review management, because that's what it is. It's a formal discipline. It's the process of treating customer feedback not as a bunch of random opinions, but as a reliable stream of data you can use to systematically make every part of your business better.
And the payoff for thinking this way? Oh, it's huge. You don't just get better reviews, you get a more consistent business. You get a smoother journey for your customers. You get a team that's way more aware of what actually matters to people. And all of that comes together to make future growth so much easier.
This is the real transformation. Reviews stop being this reactive thing you have to deal with, and they become a proactive, powerful tool that helps you build a better, stronger company from the inside out.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own business. If you look at your reviews right now, what are the recurring patterns, the good and the bad, that are sending you a crystal clear message? What is that feedback trying to tell you that should already be shaping how your business operates every single day?